In a small Viking village nestled amidst rugged mountains and icy fjords, there lived three remarkable sisters, Siv, Freya, and Astrid. These sisters were the daughters of the infamous Norse trickster god, Loki, and a mortal woman. Blessed with both divine and human blood, the sisters possessed extraordinary powers inherited from their father. Despite their divine heritage, Siv, Freya, and Astrid lived humbly among the villagers, always seeking to protect and aid their fellow Vikings. The villagers respected them for their kindness and wisdom, though only a few knew of their true lineage. One day, a group of strong men from the village set out on an expedition to explore new lands and gather resources. During their absence, a sinister farmer named Erik saw an opportunity to exploit the vulnerability of the women left behind. He believed that with the men away, he could assert his dominance and establish control over the village. Erik's wicked intentions became apparent as he started to impose his will on the women, demanding they obey him or suffer the consequences. He was abusive and cruel, causing fear and despair to spread through the village. However, the sisters could not bear to witness the suffering of their people. Unleashing their godly powers, Siv, Freya, and Astrid confronted Erik. With a stern gaze and a firm voice, they warned him to end his evil ways or face the wrath of Loki's might. At first, Erik laughed at the idea of three seemingly ordinary women challenging him, but his arrogance quickly faded as he witnessed their true power. Siv, with her ability to shapeshift, transformed into a monstrous wolf, bearing her fangs and claws. Freya, gifted with sorcery, conjured illusions that left Erik bewildered and disoriented. Astrid, who possessed the power of foresight, revealed to Erik the terrible fate that awaited him if he continued down his dark path. Terrified and humiliated, Erik pledged to change his ways. The sisters knew that genuine redemption required more than mere words, so they watched him closely. To everyone's surprise, Erik started to work diligently on his farm, treating everyone with respect and kindness. He sought forgiveness from those he had wronged and genuinely tried to make amends. Just as the village began to heal from Erik's oppressive presence, a new threat loomed on the horizon. A dark wizard known as Malgrim, fueled by malevolence and wielding dark magic, set his sights on the Viking village. He sought to conquer and subjugate the inhabitants, taking pleasure in causing pain and suffering. As Malgrim's forces descended upon the village, chaos ensued. The villagers, ill-prepared to face such a formidable foe, were overwhelmed. Siv, Freya, and Astrid knew that they had to act swiftly to protect their home and their people. In a desperate bid to defend their village, the sisters tapped into their divine powers, combining their strengths. Siv transformed into a ferocious dragon, spewing fire upon the enemy ranks. Freya summoned powerful storms, sending lightning crashing down on Malgrim's minions. Astrid used her foresight to anticipate the Dark Wizard's moves, guiding her sisters to counter his attacks. In the midst of the intense battle, a surprising turn of events occurred. Erik, the once malevolent farmer, saw the danger that the village faced and realized the importance of protecting his newfound home and the people he had come to care for. Without hesitation, Erik charged towards Malgrim, knowing he was no match for the Dark Wizard's power. But in a moment of self-sacrifice, Erik distracted Malgrim long enough for Siv, Freya, and Astrid to focus their powers on the Dark Wizard, weakening him considerably. As the sisters delivered the final blow, the energy released in the confrontation engulfed Malgrim, consuming him and vanquishing his malevolence. Erik, who had stood defiantly in the face of evil, sacrificed his own life to save the village. With the Dark Wizard defeated, peace returned to the Viking village. The sisters' true nature as the daughters of Loki became known to all, and the villagers were grateful for their courage and protection. They honored Erik's memory as a hero who had redeemed himself and saved the village from an unimaginable fate. From that day forward, the three Viking sisters, Siv, Freya, and Astrid, continued to safeguard their people and protect their home, ensuring that the legacy of bravery and selflessness lived on in the hearts of all who called the village their own. The tale of their valor and sacrifice spread far and wide, inspiring generations to come.